Hey, what's going on, everyone? If you're new to Intuitive Perceptions, hello, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for rocking with me. All right, guys, so I just want to make a couple announcements before we kind of just get started and get into the gist of your guys' meal, just to kind of let you guys know what's going on. So planetary-wise, this month, Jupiter is in Scorpio and it's retrograde, right? So that's until July 10th, and we also have Saturn and Pluto are both retrograde in Capricorn. Saturn until September 6th, and Pluto is going to be until September 30th. Also, Uranus is going to go retrograde August 7th, and that's going to be in Taurus, but it'll retrograde back into Aries until January 6th, 2019. Also, Neptune will also be going retrograde this month from in Pisces from June 18th until November 24th. Also, guys, regarding the Lovegistics little special I was doing for you guys, I was going to record new love readings for you guys, but Spirit and my guides told me that those readings that are up there are good for May and June. So go ahead and check those out. There's a link in the description box. Also, guys, I kind of added a little thing here. If you check the description box, you guys can find the link to my Amazon wish list. Now, kind of thought this was kind of a good idea. Anyway, the link is there for you guys. If you guys would like to participate and maybe buy a deck that I'm interested in, I'll give you guys a reading, that comes with that purchase. So just go ahead and check the description box. There'll be a link there for the Amazon wish list. It's kind of a way to get a reading for a pretty good price. So check that out, guys, okay? Also, I added a new service to the website. It's called Career Crux. It's a career reading. So there's a link there in the description box as well to there. And also, guys, a donation link can also be found within the description box as well. So, yeah, I think that's all that I have for you guys. Oh, yeah, this month we're also using the Postcards from Spirit, once again, by Colette Baron-Reid. And we're also using, as well, the Fountain Tarot for you guys' spreads this month. All right, let's go ahead and bless the decks and see what June has in store for you guys, all right? Father God, I open all channels of light, north, south, east, and west, guardian angels of the four directions, high councils who serve the law of one. Holy pure ones, please anchor this space now in your divine consecration to provide every single zodiac sign with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks today, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant and are intended to be. Leo, the Lion. Alrighty, so in terms of traditional tarot, we have Nine of Cups reversed, the Chariot reversed, Page of Pentacles, Temperance reversed, Eight of Swords reversed, and the King of Swords reversed. Here's your postcard and message from Spirit. I haven't seen the card yet. We're going to flip it over at the end and see what the message entails for you. You possibly could be dealing with a Sagittarius, possibly a Cancer. That's all I'm really seeing. Or possibly an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And all of those signs, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Or you could have those zodiacs within your chart. Okay. Leo, there. I don't know why, but I'm picking up that there was possibly a missed opportunity here. And it was... I'm also getting complacency in terms of like comfortability, was kind of set in. It was like comfortability began the process, and then kind of complacency ended up, as the end result. And I'm just feeling, and I don't understand why I'm kind of getting here. I mean, just this is what I'm picking up, that there was a missed opportunity here, Leo. And the way that you approached it, this is definitely a lesson, to be observed, or to take in, of course. But yeah, a missed opportunity here. And I'm feeling like this situation, person, place, or thing, whatever it may be for you, you approach it in a very slow manner, in a very at your own pace manner, which is okay. But when whenever the situation involves someone else, or maybe someone else sticking their neck out for you, or someone else offering something to you, someone, you know, supplying something of tangibility, that's when, Leo, we need to always take that opportunity in a timely fashion. Chances aren't given, they're taken, you know? And I'm just really feeling that because this was approached in a very slow manner. Now, let me just clear this up. I'm not saying that you purposely did this. I'm not saying that, you know, you were like, oh, I'm just going to take my time, like, screw it. You know, like you were just being negative about it. No, that's not what I'm getting here. I'm just getting that, you know, maybe just you kind of took your time. You kind of, you know, you were chilling, you know? And then you thought it was kind of maybe going to be around for much longer. Or maybe you thought that no one else would maybe take this opportunity, or that this opportunity was maybe, I don't know, I'm picking up like maybe specially kind of, you were especially considered for it in a sense, you know? Like maybe you may have thought that as well. But anyway, whatever the case may be, you approach it in a very relaxed manner, you know? And I feel as though that now, because this opportunity has maybe disappeared, or it's no longer around for you, it's almost as if, you know, like, you feel like you can't move forward now without it. And I'm also getting here that it has somewhat turned into an aspect that's kind of, it really affected your like your self-esteem, or it really affected who you believe that you are. It affected your morals and your ethics. It took a real toll on you. And why I'm saying this is because we have the Nine of Cups here reversed. I look at the Nine of Cups as a self card. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know this. So it affected your, I just picked up intuition. I know I picked that up, but it affected your intuition. It just affected your disposition overall. And then you really just feel like there's stagnant energy now, or this situation may have presented good, you know, or may have been good. And maybe that you were kind of in a bad place or in a rough place in your life. But now that this, maybe this opportunity kind of, you know, has been dissolved, now maybe the bad is taking over, and you don't really feel like you have a balance between the good and the bad, so you can move forward and have an even amount of pull up with on the reins of life, you know? And it's something, Leo, that it was like divinely guided. Now, I'm not saying that you deserve to be in any, you know, unfavorable position that you are in. What I'm saying here is that because of, you know, the situation maybe not being, the situation no longer being, situation, place, or thing, I should say, no longer being available, you may be kind of, like I said, feel unbalanced, but you are, like I said, it's really affecting you, and therefore I believe that you're making decisions based upon maybe annoyance, or based upon anger, or based upon uneasiness. I'm feeling here. There's starting to become, because of the situation being dissolved, or the opportunity being dissolved, you may find yourself not having balance. You may find yourself not establishing and exhibiting moderation. And I also feel that because of that, you now may be kind of having an exchange of words with people. You may find yourself kind of maybe being short with people. You may kind of find yourself I don't know, I just picked up being a little bit too brutally honest. You may find yourself vomit of the mouth. I'm kind of picking up. I hate to, deliver such a reading, Leo, but that's just what I'm really picking up here. And I want to say that because this opportunity, person, place, or thing, whatever it may be for you, was going to somehow, I feel, okay, that's what it is. Somehow you felt like it was going to take you out of feeling isolated or feeling trapped within a situation. Kind of like no way out, but then this was like your only way out. But Leo, I'm feeling like this is what happens, this is not all the time, but this is apropos, to when we look externally for validation or satisfaction, or kind of we look externally for something, a person, place, or thing to so-called like rescue us in a sense, where we rely on external factors, on external resources, external person, places, or things, and would we put that much emphasis or value upon that external aspect that we believe will get us out of feeling trapped, get us out of feeling bombarded with the trials and tribulations of life. When we look externally to get us out of that, that's when, Leo, the situation won't usually transpire the way that you would like, because then if we completely depend upon other people, two things can happen, or at least two things that are coming up for you right now, is that one is that if that person does get us out of that situation, we may, feel indebted to them. So therefore, we're kind of, someone else is running the show in a sense for that intermittent amount of time. And then if we don't meet that obligation, or we feel like we should but we don't, it further leads us into victimhood. The second scenario can be, what if you reached out, and you expected it to be done but it just didn't get done? Then you may not only be upset at the situation not actually transpiring, but then you may be upset at the individual, person, place, or thing that didn't get you out of this expected situation. And this is just why we, shouldn't look externally. Now, with that being said, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but just feeling like something didn't happen the way that you thought it would, or you feel like what's the word I'm looking for? You don't feel like you were vindicated. I'm not sure why I picked that up too. Okay, just look, Leo, it's one of these things, in the spirit where it's just like, when an opportunity comes, we need to make sure that we grab it, and we need to make sure that we do it within a timely manner, and if someone is offering it to us or presenting it to us, there are somewhat of certain guidelines that we must adhere to, or that we must, I don't want to use the word obey, that sounds horrible, we must agree to, let's say that, and we can't just kind of wait around and expect that it's going to be there for an insurmountable amount of time. And we need to always take advantage of that. Remember, Leo, chances aren't given, they're taken, and with that being said, it's like when it's presented, you need to take it, it's not, you can think about it a little bit, but and it's very interesting how it's the Page of Coins here, and it's the only earth element here in terms of the card. Everything else is reversed, with the exception of the Page of Coins or the Page of Pentacles. It's a very earth sign thing. You may have earth in your chart, or maybe if this is involving you, then you may have earth in your chart. If this is involving another person, place, or thing, there's an earth element involved, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And I'm feeling like, this is an earth sign thing to approach the issue in a very slow manner to make sure that it's like, it's the right choice to make. And there's nothing wrong with, taking a little bit of time to assess things and to make a final decision, but we can't just do the earth sign thing where we kind of, and I'm an earth sun, so, I'm saying just, what I'm about to say is just as much as to myself, but we can't just completely just wait around and then think that, when we're ready, we're like, okay, I'm ready, and then people are like, oh, you are? Okay, cool, come on. It doesn't kind of really work like that, And I'm also feeling here too, a Temperance reversed, King of Swords reversed, specifically these two cards. Even the Eight of Swords reversed here. These two cards here, these three cards here. It's like, now that we didn't take the opportunity, or now that the opportunity was or is dissolved because of our lack of attainment, we can't displace this now on, we can't displace this aspect of annoyance or aspect of this manifestation of anger or disturbance, that we have for ourselves. We can't displace that on other people or other situations, thinking that it's going to further possibly make us feel better about the situation. There's a lot of here, Leo, there's a lot of self-sabotage here as well. And I'm sorry to deliver such of a reading, maybe since this is general, maybe this is happening to you, or maybe this is how someone acted within a situation that you were involved in. Maybe you saw this through the actions of another person. Interesting, Leo. Let's go ahead and flip over the Spirit card, and let's see what they have for you. Hopefully you can see it. If you can't, I'll read it to you. Don't worry about it. All right, Leo. So, excuse me. The card says, Dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set you free. Let go of the results. Let go of your fears and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is the time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results? Miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Love you always. Interesting, Leo, that this postcard mentions this, because even though it may not seem like this is what we talked about, but I feel as though, Leo, that it's still within the context of when we want something, we need to go for it. We need to always make sure that we're clear in our dealings and of our actions. Because I feel like when we don't do what the Spirit card here, the Spirit postcard is stating, or the overarching theme here, when we don't do this, I feel this happens. And even the Nine of Cups here reversed. Even the Chariot. Damn, the whole thing, this is what tends to happen, And don't beat yourself up about it. That's the most important thing, is to never beat yourself up about situations. They're learning experiences, and we must learn from them so that then we can take the lessons as to which we have learned, and we're able to apply it to future situations or circumstances that ring a very familiar tune. All right, Leo. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? These things happen. It's all right. Don't worry about it. All right, Leo. We'll see you next month, and yeah. Make sure that Leo, we're always very clear as to what we want to do, and we mean what we say, and we say what we mean, All right, Leo, we'll see you next month.